What's up, guys? This is Raymond from Team Salt, and today we have a special unboxing video for you. And this is the Japanese Legend deck. Before I continue, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. Is that I used to work in Taiwan for 2 years ago, and I also had a team there. I so my locals was basically blessed to have these Japanese exclusive products, and every time I would come back 6 months, every 6 months I would bring back like these products just for people for like the same share, for a fair share of the price, like converted into U.S. currency. And I was basically like a bridge to my friends back home, because online, if you don't know the right places, this is outside of Ami, if you go on eBay or anywhere else, these products are very expensive. Uh, but if you go on amiami.com, which you can probably get this for a fair share of the deal, and about the equivalent price as I would have paid in Taiwan, which in which which is about 1,000 Taiwan dollars. That translates to about 40 dollars in U.S. currency. So usually, so it's relatively, it's not as bad, you but I'll show you the contents inside of this, and let's get right to it. Okay, so this is basically the front and around the protective sleeve. Keep in mind, I personally like to keep this on so that way it protects the box from getting frayed, because if you have these boxes inside your bag and you're moving around, this is going to get beaten up. So you want to definitely take good care of your products, since they're not not cheap to find. But without further ado, all right, let's open up this bad boy and see what we'll find. Right, this thing is off now, and let's get right to it. Wow, this is practically packaged just as I expected. And here we have deck box, and this basically will fit double sleeved, G zone, and main deck. Ever since the G zone was expanded to 16, Bushiroad decided to make to enlarge their deck boxes. So if you want to cram everything in, but don't want to separate your G zones, this deck box is definitely for you. Here we got Aichi in front, Myriad Soul Saver in on the side, and we got the good old Blaster Blade Exceed, and his trusty Alfred. Next, we have sleeves, like which you can literally throw on the deck. Guide, and finally we have the deck itself. So these are the contents, and why don't we open this and check to see if we have a trigger point. For those who don't know, the trigger points is Japanese exclusives, so you can only get certain products and sleeves, such as, for example, like specific deck boxes, sleeves and such, can only be exchanged through trigger points. They're not part of like U.S. exclusive, unfortunately. So this is only Japanese. So let's see if we got a point, and maybe if I go back to Taiwan, we'll do something. Unfortunately, there's no point, so sadly. But we have the 4 Blaster Blade, the Myriad Soul Saver, Alfred, G Guardians, and the components of the deck. but I'll go through this one by one. Like, I miss looking at Japanese cards. It makes me feel like with my time, makes me feel my Taiwan team. Miss you guys. And I'll just say one quick to my team. 大家我想念你们。那下次呢，如果有空的时候回台湾，一定会跟你们打招呼，一定要跟你们交流吧。And translation, I just said, I miss you guys, and hopefully I'll find the time to come back and play you guys more because time is limited, and I want to see you guys. And for those who don't know, this is the reprint blaster blade. The Kei, Marin, Epona, Barkagal, all the triggers, including alternate art Margle, Lu, the Flogal, a heal, and draw. Sorry, I got a little sidetracked, but this deck is basically as like an entry, just so we can get other people into the game. So that's something. So yeah, it's a playable deck just straight out of the box. Once set 11 comes out, then you'll see some. Then we will see some changes. And here we have the Myriad Soul Saver reprints. And of course, the good old fighters counter. I love collecting those. Like, I have a decent amount of these in my binder. But okay, that's it for the box. But for this type of box, you can actually store about 3 large deck boxes in there. So basically something like this would fit in here, and it's just enough room just to like store this much. It's similar to like usually some of the standard cases. I'll show you another example. Pushing this aside, like this is the one I got back from Taiwan. It's a little beaten up because of like how long I used it for. It's been especially since about a year. Time flies, especially when you're having fun. So it stores about this much space. Well, there might be a little bit of spaces where you can store some of your fighters counters or whatnot, but this is generally how much room you're going to have when you store these cases. But so that's it for and last but not least, something that's different with the Japanese cards is they have these stride backings, whereas unfortunately the US doesn't have it. I wish they did. I wish they didn't do the cheap treatment on us where it would make us kind of easier to cheat when opening up packs, but we have to deal with what we get. And last but not least, this is basically the playmat. Like just displaying like Aichi's practice. And all right, that's it for the video. And there's one more thing I actually forgot to like show you is the case itself. Obviously, like you saw on the outer, we had Aichi, and this is Epona, And that's Alfred on the side, which is all the way on the bottom. Pretty nice art, and definitely one to add to the collection. So if there's any other content that you want to put out, like so far, in case you have noticed, I've been putting out most of the content, and Gilbert is still trying to get around. Like he's been busy with school and such, but we should definitely have more content once gets done editing. So keep in touch, subscribe, and follow us